Tomorrow is not just another day on the calendar. While everyone else is going about their business completely unaware, the universe is about to deliver what might be the single most fortunate 24 hours of the entire year. And if you're watching this right now, it's no accident. February 22nd, 2026. Mark it. Remember it. Because what's unfolding in the sky tomorrow is so rare, so perfectly aligned that professional astrologers are calling it the Great Benefic Jackpot. We're talking about Venus and Jupiter, the two planets associated with luck, love, and abundance, forming a perfect star while both are in their signs of maximum power. But here's the thing. This isn't just about good vibes or positive energy. This is about tangible miracles, 3 specific types of blessings that are about to drop into people's lives seemingly out of nowhere. And if you've been feeling like something's been building, like there's this weird anticipation in the air that you can't quite explain, keep watching, because there's one specific reason why you're feeling this right now, and I'll explain exactly what it means later in this video. Right now, though, you need to understand something crucial. The world has been chaotic lately between the solar eclipse that just hit on February 17th and the massive Saturn Neptune conjunction on February 20th. Reality itself has been bending. Structures are crumbling. Old certainties are dissolving. People are feeling lost, confused, unmet, and that's exactly why tomorrow matters so much. The sanctuary in the storm. Think of it like this. You're in the middle of a hurricane. The winds are howling. Debris is flying everywhere. Everything feels unstable and dangerous. But then suddenly you find yourself in the eye of the storm. That perfectly calm center where the sun breaks through and everything goes still. That's what February 22nd is. That's what this Venus Jupiter trine represents. While the world around you has been spinning into chaos, while Saturn and Neptune are dissolving old realities and the eclipse is forcing massive resets, Venus and Jupiter are creating a cosmic shelter, a bubble of grace, a moment where the universe says, here, take this. You're going to need it for what comes next. And here's what most people don't understand. This protection, this blessing, it's not random. The fact that this trine is happening right now, sandwiched between two of the most destabilizing transits of the year, that's intentional. It's like the universe knew we'd need a lifeline, so it placed one right in the middle of the storm. But you have to recognize it. You have to know it's there, because while some people will stumble into these blessings by accident, others, the ones who are paying attention, they're about to experience something completely different. They're about to witness what I call the 3 miracles. Miracle 1, the return of what was lost. Let me tell you something strange that's been happening over the past few weeks. People have been reporting the weirdest coincidences. Old friends reaching out, completely out of the blue. Possessions they thought were gone forever suddenly reappearing. Opportunities they'd given up on years ago coming back around in unexpected ways. At first it seemed random, but when you understand what's happening in the sky tomorrow, it all makes perfect sense. Jupiter is retrograde right now, and when the planet of expansion and abundance moves backward, it doesn't take things away. It brings things back. It returns what was lost. It restores what was broken. It reconnects what was severed. Now, combine that with Venus, the planet of love and value, also turning her gaze to the past. What do you get? You get the great restoration. Tomorrow, something you thought was gone might return. Maybe it's a person. Maybe it's money you were owed from years ago. Maybe the dream you abandoned, suddenly feeling possible again. Maybe it's an emotional wound that finally, mysteriously just heals. And here's the part that's going to blow your mind. This isn't just about material things. This is about ancestral restoration. Some of you are about to receive blessings that your family line has been waiting generations for. A cycle that's been repeating through your bloodline suddenly broken. A pattern of lack of struggle, of heartbreak suddenly reversed. Why? Because Venus in Pisces connects to the soul level, to past lives and ancestral memory. And Jupiter in Cancer is the great protector of the family line. When these two come together in perfect harmony, they don't just heal you, they heal your entire lineage. Pay attention tomorrow to what comes back into your life. It might seem small, it might seem like just a coincidence, but trust me, it's not. It's the universe returning what always belonged to you, and that's just the first miracle. The second one, it's even more powerful. Miracle 2, the abundance that appears from nowhere. Have you ever had one of those moments where money just shows up, not from your job, not from anything you plan, just there it is, an unexpected check, a random refund, someone paying you back from so long ago you've forgotten about it? That's the energy of tomorrow, except multiplied by about 1,000. Venus and Jupiter are called the benefits for a reason. They're the planetary equivalent of fairy god parentants. They grant wishes, they bestow gifts, and when they're both exalted, meaning they're operating at maximum strength, and they form a trine, meaning the energy flows effortlessly, you get what astrologers call a grace. Period. This is a time when abundance doesn't have to be earned. It just arrives. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds too good to be true. And normally, I'd agree with you. But this isn't normal astrology. This is one of the most powerful configurations we'll see all year. Let me break down why this is so significant. Venus in Pisces doesn't care about money in the traditional sense. She cares about flow. She's the river that finds its way around every obstacle. She's the artist who creates beauty out of nothing. She's the mystic who attracts miracles through sheer faith. Jupiter in Cancer, on the other hand, is the great provider. He's the overflowing table. He's the safe harbor. He's the ancestral wealth that gets passed down through generations. He expands whatever he touches. So when these two connect in a perfect trine in the water element, no less, which is all about emotion and intuition, what you get is emotional abundance manifesting as material reality. Translation, the things you feel grateful for tomorrow might suddenly become things you have. The love you put out into the world might circle back as financial support. The creative energy you've been channeling might suddenly find a buyer, a patron, an opportunity. And here's the crazy part. This doesn't just happen on February 22nd. The seed gets planted tomorrow, but it keeps growing. Some of you won't see the full manifestation until Jupiter stations direct on March 11th. Others won't see it until Jupiter enters Leo this summer. But the activation that happens tomorrow, which brings me to something critical you need to know, the triple exaltation window. Remember when I said there's a specific reason some of you have been feeling this building energy? This is it. On February 21st, yesterday, the moon entered Taurus. Now that might not sound significant, but in astrology, the moon is exalted in Taurus, meaning she's at her most powerful, most nourishing, most abundant. So think about this. Tomorrow we have Venus exalted in Pisces, Jupiter exalted in Cancer, and the moon still exalted in Taurus. That's 3 of the most important planets in the zodiac, all at maximum dignity, all interacting with each other through harmonious aspects. This does not happen often. The last time we had something remotely similar was over a decade ago, and the next time we're looking at years, possibly decades, before this alignment repeats. What this means in practical terms is that tomorrow isn't just lucky, it's cosmically lucky. It's the universe stacking the deck in your favor. It's like playing poker and being dealt a royal flush while also sitting at a table where the house is rooting for you to win. The moon in Taurus adds something crucial to this equation. She grounds the energy. See, Venus in Pisces and Jupiter in Cancer are both water signs. Emotional, intuitive, flowing, beautiful, yes, but sometimes hard to pin down in the physical world. But the moon in Taurus, she's earth, she's tangible, she's the manifestation, mechanism that takes all that watery, dreamy spiritual abundance and says, okay, now let's make this real. Food on your table, money in your account, a hug from someone you love, the smell of fresh flowers, a luxurious bath. These are Taurus moon blessings. Simple, sensory, real. So tomorrow the miracles you receive won't just be ethereal and spiritual. They'll be things you can see, touch, taste, and feel. Miracle 3, the emotional resurrection. This is the miracle nobody talks about, but it might be the most important one. We live in a world that's obsessed with material abundance, money, houses, cars, success, and don't get me wrong, those things are great, but what good is any of it if you're emotionally bankrupt? What good is wealth if you're walking around with a heart that feels empty? This is where the Venus-Jupiter trine tomorrow becomes absolutely transformative, because these aren't just planets of material luck, they're planets of the heart. Venus rules love, connection, beauty, worthiness. Jupiter rules faith, hope, meaning joy. And when they come together in water signs, the element of feeling something profound happens. People who have been numb for years suddenly feel again. Hearts that have been closed for decades suddenly crack open. Wounds that have been festering in the darkness suddenly get exposed to healing light. If you've been going through the motions lately, if you've been feeling disconnected from yourself and others, if you've been wondering when you're going to feel alive again, tomorrow might be your answer. This isn't about forced positivity or toxic optimism. This is about genuine, emotional alchemy, the kind that happens when you finally forgive someone you thought you'd hate forever. The kind that happens when you look in the mirror and actually like the person staring back at you. The kind that happens when gratitude hits you so hard you have to sit down because your legs won't hold you anymore. Some of you are going to cry tomorrow, not sad tears, cleansing tears, release tears, the kind that come when something you've been carrying for way too long finally gets to leave. And here's what makes this even more powerful. Venus is at 16 degrees Pisces. Tomorrow, in the Sabian symbols, these ancient archetypal images associated with each degree, 16 Pisces is described as, in the quiet of a study, a creative. Individual experiences a flow of inspiration. That image, that's the key. The quiet study, the creative. Individual, the flow of inspiration. This miracle isn't loud. It's not flashy. It happens in the silence, in the moments when you're alone with your thoughts, in the space between sleeping and waking. In that quiet morning before the world demands your attention. Tomorrow, find time for that quiet. Create that space, because that's where the third miracle lives. What you need to do tomorrow. Okay, so now you know what's coming. But here's the question everyone's asking. How do you actually access these blessings? How do you make sure you're one of the people who experiences the miracles instead of just reading about them later? First, and this is crucial, you have to receive. I know that sounds simple, but you'd be shocked how many people block their own blessings because they don't feel worthy, or they're too busy, or they're so focused on the next thing that they miss what's right in front of them. Tomorrow is not a day for grinding. It's not a day for forcing. It's not a day for pushing and striving and proving yourself. Tomorrow is a day for opening. Open your hands. Open your heart. Open your schedule to allow for unexpected opportunities. Open your mind to possibilities you've been dismissing as too good to be true. Because here's the secret about Venus-Jupiter energy. It wants to give to you, but it can if you're clenched tight like a fist. Second, pay attention to water. Remember, this trine is happening in water signs. That means literal water is a portal for this energy. Take a bath. Go swimming if you can. Stand in the rain. Cry if you need to. Drink water. Mindfully, water is the medium through which these blessings flow. Third, and this is where it gets interesting, reconnect with something from your past. Remember how I said, Jupiter retrograde brings things back. You can activate that energy by intentionally reaching out to old friends, revisiting old places, pulling out old photos, journaling about old dreams. Don't just wait for the miracle to find you. Meet it halfway. And fourth, create beauty. Venus doesn't just appreciate beauty. She is beauty. So tomorrow, make something beautiful. It doesn't have to be perfect. Cook a gorgeous meal. Arrange some flowers. Put on music and dance, or something that makes you feel amazing. Beauty is a form of prayer to Venus. And tomorrow she's listening. The ancient wisdom behind this moment. Here's something that's going to make your head spin. Jupiter is at 16 degrees Cancer tomorrow, and in the Sabian symbol 16, Cancer is described as a man studying a mandala in front of him with the help of a very ancient book, a mandala, an ancient book. Do you see what the universe is trying to tell us? While everything around us is dissolving into chaos, while Saturn and Neptune are tearing down old structures and the eclipse is resetting collective timeline, Jupiter is saying, look to the pattern, look to the ancient wisdom. The answer is in the center. The answer is in what's been true all along. A mandala is a symbol of wholeness, of perfection within chaos, of a sacred center that holds steady no matter what's spinning around it. And the ancient book, that's not just about dusty old texts. It's about ancestral knowing. It's about the wisdom that lives in your bones, the knowledge that's been passed down through your bloodline, the truth that you don't have to learn because you already know it. You just have to remember. So tomorrow, when you're in that quiet space, when you're receiving that flow of inspiration, ask yourself, what do I already know? What truth am I pretending I don't see? What wisdom has been trying to reach me that I've been too busy or too scared to hear? The answers might surprise you, or they might feel so obvious you wonder how you ever forgot them in the first place. Why some people will miss this completely? I need to be honest with you. Not everyone is going to experience these miracles, and it's not because the universe is playing favorites. It's because not everyone is tuned to this frequency. The people who will miss this are the ones who are still completely identified with the chaos, the ones who are doomed, scrolling, panic buying, arguing about politics, feeding drama, staying in victim mode. And I get it. The world is chaotic right now. The Saturn Neptune conjunction is real. The eclipse was destabilizing. But here's the thing. You get to choose what you tune into. You can tune into the fear, or you can tune into the grace. You can focus on what's falling apart, or you can focus on what's being built in the quiet spaces while everyone else is distracted. This Venus-Jupiter trine is like a radio frequency. It's broadcasting loud and clear, but if your radio is tuned to a different station, if you're so caught up in the noise that you can't hear the signal, you're going to miss it. So tomorrow, turn off the news, Step away from social media. Ignore the group chat, drama. Create a bubble of peace around yourself, even if it's just for a few hours, because inside that bubble is where the miracles live. The ripple effect you're about to create. Here's the final piece of this puzzle, and it's the one that's going to determine whether tomorrow is just a nice day or a turning point in your life. Whatever blessing you receive tomorrow, whether it's a return of something lost, unexpected abundance, or emotional healing, that blessing is a seed. Plant it, nurture it. Don't just consume it and move on. If money shows up, invest some of it. If a person returns, build on that reconnection. If inspiration hits, capture it, write it down, record it, act on it, because the energy that starts tomorrow doesn't end tomorrow. Jupiter stays in Cancer until the summer. Venus will continue her exalted journey through Pisces for weeks. The moon will cycle through Taurus again. This is the beginning of an abundance cycle, not just a one-day event. And here's the really beautiful part. When you receive a blessing and then use it to create more beauty, more connection, more abundance, you become a channel for this energy. You become part of the miracle for other people. That's how this works. That's how cosmic grace spreads. One person receives, one person shares, one person creates, and suddenly the whole world is a little bit lighter, a little bit more beautiful, a little bit more abundant. So tomorrow, yes, receive your miracles, but then pass them on in whatever form makes sense. Tip generously, compliment strangers, share your gifts, create beauty for others to enjoy, because Venus and Jupiter aren't just about personal luck. They're about collective elevation, and the more people who participate in that elevation, the stronger it becomes. Your soul chose this moment. Before I let you go, I want you to understand something. The fact that you're watching this video right now, the fact that you're hearing these words, the day before one of the luckiest days of the year, that's not random. On some level, your soul knew this was coming. Your higher self knew you needed to be prepared. You needed to be reminded. You needed to be given permission to hope again, to open again, to receive again. So whatever miracles show up for you tomorrow, whether they're massive or subtle, material or emotional, sudden or slow building, know that you're worthy of them. You don't have to earn them. You don't have to prove yourself. You just have to say yes. Tomorrow the universe is knocking on your door with gifts in its hands. All you have to do is open the door and let them in. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.